Mic check, 1, 2. Is this fucking thing on? Alright. Fantastic. So we put Zero Ranger in the KART video game. Because that's just something that you can fucking do, I guess. So now everyone has to deal with me. Fucking picking Mido every race. God, every color is good. I don't know what the fuck to pick. Jaws is pretty cute. Yeah, Daisy fucking crushed it on these sprites. Daisy did the sprite work and fucking assembled the bulk of the mod, and then Ebe and I fucking did all the sounds. And the result is better than expected, yeah. Yeah, also play Zero Ranger. It's a good game. It's a good game. You should play it. Oh, hey, sick. 2 fucking years from Envy. Appreciate you sticking around for so long, dude. Thank you very much. I seriously appreciate it. And maybe I should turn off teams for fucking color showcase stuff. I wanted to go out of my way to get that. So we got the fucking center line here anyway. But yeah, I'm really super pleased. Like, given the already awkward, like, constraint of basically single color, and then, like, apply the fact that it's also, like, dealing with fucking SRB2 color and palette limits. I'm fucking amazed. This came out so well. Nice team of literally all Dory. What the fuck? What do you mean? Oops, all type C. Jesus. Ah, shit. Ido says, alright, it's time for me to stop ducking and start karting. It absolutely is. Also, I love that shit where you fucking don't turn after an item hit. Yeah, we got Inkling, we got Zero Ranger. You are out of reasons to fucking dodge KART, righto. And it seems like a good number of the Zero Ranger horns are going to be able to make it to Horn Mod 2 as well. I think the only one that actually ended up having overlap in the end was Star. So I think the rest are fine. That says, wait, there's Inkling. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we did that. Fucking, I actually forget who the author of the Inkling I'm currently hosting is. But ever since the mod limit effectively got removed in, oh dear. That says it's my internet. That's fucked up. Huh, no drop frames on stream though, I don't know. Literally team of all Dory. Okay. Alright, so am I elevated here? I'll disable teams so that people can show off colors and shit. Because honestly, the cute gimmick about basically single color character, everything seems to look really fucking good. Maz says, this reminds me I still need to 1cc Zero Ranger. Fucking game is hard. It's... Zero Ranger's like probably my first 1cc that I've actually like... I had to put like real work into to get it in the end. I know it's by no means a particularly fucking hard clear, but it was very satisfying getting it in the end. Especially after that fucking comical TLB choke. I'm going light on, well, not TLB, I guess. I'm going light on spoilers today because everyone should fucking play Zero Ranger, and there will be people in this chat who haven't played Zero Ranger, so just FYI. Whee! Yeah. Yeah, this blue looks really good. Archbishop of Weebland asks, so what do you think of Combo Breaker? I didn't get to catch as much of it as I'd like. I'm still probably going to have to go back and check up on the VODs. Fendo performed incredibly in Unist. I'm fucking proud of him for defeating Japan and esports in one fell swoop, even if he died to fucking Hilda set play in the end. I fucking said, if he loses this round, I want him to go Carmine. And Brett is like, literally, why would you go Carmine? That's why he went Carmine. Fuck off. Oh, dear. That's very bad. I'm super dead now, actually. I don't know. One lap left, I can probably still make it. What a slingshot, too. Ooh, that was awkward, though. I had to redrift. He says, Combo Breaker is extremely good to smaller games compared to a lot of tournaments. Yeah, it's like, I want to watch a lot of the, like, smaller events there. Fucking... Venice is trying to get me to come out to Evo. Dude's got space for me in a room. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to, like, make the situation happen. Travel and my share of the room, plus, like, staying alive while there would be a bit of a clusterfuck, but I really want to make it happen. Because every time I fucking watch games at an event, especially now that I see, like, a lot of my close friends fucking competing, it's like, God, this should be me! Ugh! Why not? But yeah, CB looked amazing. Everyone is this character? I don't know. Do I respond to this? There we go. I mean, I'm moving in a month, so locals here are not really worth my fucking time to look into right now, especially considering that travel's a little bit fucked, and I do want to make sure we're saving everything we can for installation on the move. When we get into Missouri, I'll see what kind of scene is up there, but still, it's like, more consistent car access once we're up there. It's probably possible. Not having to deal with Uber or public transit increases my odds considerably. And as for just starting to stream Unist, can't right now, really, because most of the people I'm interested in playing with, I have 4 to 6 stream connections with. Sometimes worse, which is pretty funny, but I don't really feel like playing a game where that's so heavily based around, like, all offense by default being reactable in, like, 4+ frames, because Unist gets really fucking dumb when you can just win 800 overhead people online. Emoji says, Missouri, hope you like Melee. I mean, I don't dislike Melee. I don't know if I have any interest in competing in Smash again. I don't even like being adjacent to the community, really, but depending on the quality of the local scene... Oh, dear. At least I fucking shook fast. Mostly my concern with Melee is that, like, I can't play technical characters in that game because of hand issues. So I would have to be... I mean, Roy isn't technical because you can't do anything with Roy, but I'd probably end up playing Chicks if I wanted to get back into Melee. I have some Jigglypuff experience. I preferred the character in doubles to my Falco and my Roy, but Says like Smash. Hope you don't like deodorant. Got him. Real though. Only one of a handful of reasons. Yeah, this was a good choice for the fucking finish and first half noise. I'm pretty happy with all the fucking sound effects that we ended up deciding on. So yeah, fucking Mido and Dory, I'll show off a little bit of Dory as well, are the pilots from Zero Ranger Type B and Type C respectively. Daisy did the fucking artwork and the bulk of the mod assembly, and then Ebrog helped me out with sounds and sound assignments and all that, and the result I'm really fucking pleased with. Let me like, where is teal? Let's go like native colors. Yeah. Geek says, seriously though, if I'm starting to recognize double-digit numbers in mystery games, should I see a doctor or a morgue? You are already dead. Okay, so righto, the fucking download link for KART, right? You should just be able to Google SRB2Kart and then follow the first thing that looks like a fucking incredibly outdated shitty forum link. It's not fucking SRB2Kart Z or whatever, it's the one below that for me. And again, I'm using DuckDuckGo because I'm an asshole, so I have no idea what the results are going to be on your end. But yeah, you should be able to grab it from the release post. Just fucking... There's literally an installer. Yeah, okay. Fucking... He's got me. I came woefully underprepared. That reminds me. I need to get working on, like, a couple of things related to KART. I need to work on fucking... another episode of Sliptide Sessions. I want to, like, focus on advanced cornering for the next one, I think. I need to do a fucking release trailer for these characters. And after that, and probably after I finish the Advent Calendar write-up, I think I want to open submissions for a community montage in KART. I want to fucking edit something together with everybody's best moments. Since now we have actual fucking net replay support in mainline, which means that it's really easy to share these moments. See the faith on those jaws? Do you see the faith? Ah! Just go, just go, just go. Okay. Look at that hitbox in the item box. Shit is enormous. Aww. Oh, if I was like just a little bit more on target, that might have actually worked. Regulus asks, do both Zero Ranger characters only have sound effects as their sounds? Yeah, it's all sound effects taken from the game. They do have different sound effects in places. Think gloat, overtake, and what the fuck else did we do? Gloat, overtake, and something else. God damn it. But yeah. The fucking... Yeah, damage. There we go. Thank you, bro. The original idea was just to have all of the fucking clips be the little talk blips. Just because, like, that's the canon voice, as far as we're concerned. But, I think it was... Oh, I can't fucking... It's Dirk's. Dirk is the one who did the fucking Deltarune characters, right? Yeah, Dirk's Deltarune characters. The style in which he set those up was interesting to both of us, so we eventually decided to go in that direction. Geek says, you know, AJ, we're going to prepare your ass for something within the coming months, so make sure you leave room in your schedule for that. Oh, dear, dude. The summer marathon waits until I've got everything in order, all my fucking ducks in a row. This is the other pack from fucking Dude 64's 2-course pack. Golf Legacy was super open world and also pretty fun. I've driven like half of this once, and we didn't get it. Unlucky. Oh yeah, let me fucking... Bright S screen. So the stat blocks we ended up deciding on for these two, I believe... I fucking forget the exact numbers because we changed them a couple times, but... Mido is pretty deep bottom left, and Dory is like middle to bottom right. Kind of to represent the way their corresponding chips play in game. Type B lets you play it a little bit fast and loose because it's a little more forgiving. Whereas Type C requires and rewards a little bit more precision and planning. One says, ooh, AJ, next summer if I got the money, which I should, do you want to go to CEO? That's a hell of an offer, and that's incredibly generous of you. I obviously can't fucking say anything this far in advance, but I'm definitely interested in traveling everywhere I can, so any support I can fucking get for that would be more than welcome. Okay, I lost it. Sick. See, like, that line, like, this character feels fucking good to control for me. I totally didn't fucking take my favorite of the two and give them a stat line that I wanted to play personally. No, I would never do anything like that. Where do I drop the PK3s and WADs? You should just be able to fucking download everything in-game unless you, like, got it from the mirror. Okay, if you got it from the mirror, then just make a directory called download inside your fucking KART folder and drop everything there. Ah, you bastard! I knew you had it. I knew you had to have it. So what did we end up deciding on? Yeah, it was 2-7 for Mido and fucking... Wait, 2-7. That's... Is that the way you phrase it? Yeah, it's 2-7 and fucking 8-6. Can you guess what Sword Girl is that? The winner, I mean? You don't recognize her? Your very own fucking purchase and play video games on the Sega Saturn. Where are you? Here we go. God damn, my taste is good. Look at all these fucking high-quality characters in this server. Oh yeah, one of the colors in this area was fucking... Is pastel the CGA, or was there a fucking better... Was there a more exact palette for that? It might be Moonslam, yeah. He says, don't worry, I didn't forget about Sayaka. Dude, by the end, like, 2.0 is going to come out 2 years from now, and this server is literally going to be up to 128 characters. That's like, we have bonus chars, and then every other character is blatant pandering. It's going to be amazing. You know, come to think of it, I wonder if Chenge is open to doing fucking commission work. Because out of... Ah, God, why? So we had a couple ideas for, like, if we wanted to do something else in the future as a pool, what to do next, and I think Chengi's style would work really well with at least one of the ideas we came up with. Accepting commissions on Twitter, but I think they're all full. That's no fucking surprise. Chengi's work is crazy. Ah, fucking God. I'm actually just eating shit. One of these days I should actually, like, just try to do fucking microphone off full tryhard KART so I can prove to people that I don't suck dick at this game. Not like this. Come on. He says, dude's a monster. He's making a clean-looking map, too. I didn't even know the guy was, like, doing mapping. The fuck? That's crazy. Okay. That fucking section always gives me the creeps. Oh, boy. Nice. Feels good. You know, I feel like people would use the join bug handler more if I fucking reduced the time it took to fucking type the command. I think I'll probably change it to just JB. So it's really simple to type. Although you can also alias it if you play her often. Just like bind it to D-pad or something. Nixie said, and yeah, he did. It's beautiful, but runs like shit. God, ain't that the fucking truth with SRB2, though? It's like I made this fucking beautiful map with a whole bunch of brilliant architecture and fucking layered scenery and exquisite detailing, and software mode runs it on 10 FPS at minimum resolution, so nobody gives a shit. Fucking rest in peace, Party Cruiser. A good map that got banished to hell because nothing could ever make it run well on software. Was it Moonslam? Moonslam is what I use for Azusa regularly. Oh yeah, Platinum looks fucking great on this IMO. Honestly though, do remove software now that OpenGL has fucking sprite billboarding fixed. Like, it's just objectively the better renderer. It's like, sure, it dies to death on fucking Crystal Abyss, but software has maps it dies on too. Ooh, nice. Otto says, IDK how to set controls. This is so wild. Should just be in the fucking options menu. Make sure you got your right gamepad selected, and then just go ham, I guess. Ooh, you can get a rainbow from there. I haven't played a fucking bottom left character for extended periods of time in a while. So getting used to this is something. Geek says, okay, but software renderers are aesthetic. That's true. That's valid. Ah, the fucking ramp that is not a ramp strikes again. Yeah, so Regulus is right about that tip regarding controller configuration, by the way. But I believe the new default binds are actually fixed to not be insane, as long as you're on an Xbox controller. Anybody else, and you may or may not be on your own. Nailed somebody with that shit. Goodbye. Ah! No! I can't believe I got rused by the fucking ramp that is not a ramp again. I gotta go for red here. Oh, nice. You died to a banana. I might actually be able to finish this. Yeah. Hit me with the signpost. Yes! Yes! Good shit. It's a good signpost. They're both good signposts, honestly. So teal is the pref color we have set for both of these. It's like closest to the Zero Ranger green that the SRB2 palette offers, I think. But honestly, everything I've tried looks good so far. Which is not something that I can say about most of the characters that I play regularly. Pink! I fucking random because I'm too busy scrolling through colors. Yeah, no, I'm about it. Look at that. It's good, though. I'm still debating over whether I need to add a fucking, like, actual visual to horn activation for Horn Mod 2, or whether the flash is fine. I mean, clearly, like, the flash is working on a basic level, but I wonder if I could get something that looks and feels better. Maybe not on my own, I'm not exactly a fucking visual artist. See also why every single one of my stream layouts is composed almost entirely of 3-pixel black borders. Fucking, that's all I've got. That's what it is. But I think the flash is... It's kind of dependent on the character, whether it's actually visible or not. Like, for Daisy's Charlotte, the flash is very difficult to see because it only affects, like, a couple of accents. I want to do... Maybe I should just do the fucking, like, the source push-to-talk indicator. Doorstuck style. Maybe with, like, a little bit of a fucking pulse on the start. So, like, just a 2-frame deal. So, like, for a frame or two on activation, have it, like, slightly larger and fucking color tinted, and then have it normalized to something else. Ido asks, how do I enable the analog stick? Alright, this one's fucking confusing. But you have to, in gamepad options, you have to bind steering, and I think also throw backward/forward to whatever axis is correct. And that's going to depend on your controller. It might take a little bit of experimentation. The Windows gamepad mapping dialog might also help. So if you hit like WinR and type in joy.cpl, that'll do it. Oh hey, my fucking camera's still in 30 FPS, and I actually don't, like... Okay, so I'm actually gonna do this live, just because fucking weirdness, but... That fucking face cam... Yeah, I think with my lighting setup, this honestly looks better at 60 FPS with the fucking low light compensation off. So I can just do that. Should kick in, there we go. Yeah, I honestly think that looks a little better. Alright. Cutout Warehouse is sick, by the way. So Regulus says, please make door stuck a horn in that case. I think door stuck in total is too long for anything outside of, like, hell. But I can just make door a horn. Just door? Which, I mean, look at fucking Cutout Warehouse, it's appropriate. So out of the courses in the new Community Cup, this is the one that I think I've been struggling the most to wrap my head around. I think... Ooh, wow, that's active as fuck still. I think the boost route at the end is a little bit jank. But I dig the music choice, I dig the aesthetic. A lot of nice detailing throughout, actually. And even though it's, like, mad wide... Like, it's definitely the definition of a non-technical course. I still like it. See, like, the signposting on that section is just a little bit weird. It's not intuitive that swinging super far to the outside is actually faster. And if you go inside, you, like, might... Your instinct is to correct for the boosters, and that ends up fucking you even harder. Archbishop Weekland says, AJ, help. I need to study, but I'm too lazy to do it. Need motivation. I can ban you from chat. Would that help? This is like 15% serious. Geek says, this track is really solid visually, actually. Yeah, it's like, it's hard to fucking create something with a convincing sense of scale in this game. So, like, the layout doesn't blow me away, but it's still really cozy despite that, just because of, like, the amount of care put into both the small and large aspects of the visuals. Plus, hey, good music choice, like I said. Ah, fucker. Maybe I can, like, route late through here. I haven't actually taken this cut yet. Straightforward enough. Ah. Oh, it is Master's Pack? Huh. Okay. So what happened is that I updated Master's Pack and, like, added U-Pack and added Dude Pack. I added all that shit all at once. Like, on the release of 1.1 immediately. So I don't know what the fuck is what. Yeah, I think I was thinking of KART Airlines, which I've only played once or twice, I think. I think, out of the new stuff that I've played recently, Final Fall impressed me the most. Like, I know the skybox change is actually pretty simple, but it feels so impressive. Alright, color. Also pink. Ooh, that looks good as fuck. Byzantium looks good as hell. Laz playing Doria's fucking diet metal. Oh no, I feel like I've empowered you. They're too strong now. Says Laz was playing bonus characters Doom Guy before, weren't they? Yeah, I think so. I think I saw Laz on Doom once or twice. Doom Guy also caused me to fucking remove a horn from Horn Mod 2 as well. The Quake hit sound has to go away because it's Doom's hit confirm. Oh, for fuck's sake, really? That was crazy staggered. I actually backed up to get the fucking shoes just to make sure I could take this cut now. Yeah, no, hit confirm is actually what it's fucking called. Like, in the source, hit confirm is what it is. Confirmation station. Ooh. Nathan's hot dogs, etc. I think slip tiding there's probably pretty weak. I feel super slow coming up here. Yeah, the Quake hit sound is super fucking... See that Matrix dodge? It's super satisfying for Doom Guy, even if it's technically a little bit inaccurate. It still feels mad good to hit Orbi Snipe some people and then hear it fucking donk like he fucking landed a rail. Oh, shit. Whenever I miss like that and it fucking bounces off a back wall, I'm always convinced that I'm gonna nail myself. Whoa, I don't... What the fuck? No. I don't like that. Ah, shit. See, I tried to turn a little bit earlier that time. I'm like, oh, I'll compensate for slip tiding being kind of weird here, and I'll see if I can get a better angle. Just screwed me up worse. I don't like that. This guy seems to be lagging more than is acceptable. I don't know about that. Oh, there he goes. Okay, so Steel also saw the fucking legendary staggered mines on that turn. Oh no. Worst has discovered Maki and KART. It's gonna be a bad time. I'm just sitting here changing colors compulsively between every race. Everything looks good, I don't know what to do! Sure. Thunder. I feel like I made a mistake. I gave Laz a cute girl in bottom right stat block that's slightly more forgiving than metal. That's like nuclear bait. I've made one of the strongest players in the game even stronger. Oops. I really like using boosts to fucking store the increased speed along these bounce pads. It's one of those things that's very slightly non-obvious but gives you a huge fucking advantage. I think it's actually in the tips and tricks guide, like in-game, isn't it? The ability to basically snapshot your booster speed by entering the air. Do that out on a fucking guess. Ooh! Nice. That fucking hit confirm is so satisfying, god. It's so good. Alright. I'm kitted out. Let's get it. Oh. Well, shit. Now I feel just a little bit cheated. That ricochet looks a little dangerous. Nearly killed the fucking person who fired it. Yeah, Paps is gonna fucking kill us, I think. I'm probably gonna have to kick this person. If they spike out again, if they start fucking acting up again, where did the Orbinaut go? I am the best! Oh, for fuck's sake. You had fucking lag assistance on that. That doesn't count. That's a load of shit. You had lag assistance. The game stopped at the exact moment where you needed to throw it. What a load of crap. We do, in fact, take those. I'm not mad about it. Not salty. So I guess I spin the fucking wheel of colors here. What's in the box? Hey, cool. I've literally never used this color. Edo says, I cannot get the analog stick to work. What kind of pad are you using? DS4? I remember some fucking weirdness. DS4 users talking about shenanigans. This is kind of a head-ass suggestion, and I don't think anybody else would seriously suggest that you do it like this. But if you trust me, I would personally try adding SRB2Kart as a non-Steam game and then letting Steam input take over for your PS4 controller. Because it'll set it up as a virtual 360 controller, which should, like, have sane default mappings. I know it's a dumb and probably fucking horribly unnecessary and unoptimized workaround, but, like, virtually the same thing as using DS4 Windows, except that DS4 Windows isn't a huge piece of shit. Oh my god, dude. Holy fuck. I don't know. DS4 Windows is like a cool program and it has fucking useful utilities and all that by 12. But the fucking shit going on with like hiding the original gamepad just got buggier and buggier and buggier. Okay, Twill's apparently using DS4, so you might be in luck. I appreciate everybody helping out here. I cannot really do tech support for the controller situation because I just plug in my horribly opulent $150 controller and it works every time easy clap, so. Sergey says, Tyrone, can you confirm L2/R2 being functional at all in KART? I mean, LT/RT in my case because Xbox controller. But yes, they do work natively for me. I don't need to use any remapping software or anything. This is what I have set personally for Xbox. Y-axis aim forward back, X-axis turn left right, and then Z-rudder and Z-axis for drift and use item. This works natively now. It didn't used to, because it used to be that the fucking triggers were on the same axis. So if you hit drift and item at the same time, it would fucking SOCD cancel like a hitbox and you just get nothing. It's super gross. I like New Crimson Core, let's go with that. Ido says, guess what I just did? Turned off DS4 Windows and it worked. Yeah. Seems good to me, honestly. Like fucking Moonslime Mido.
Wow!
Yeah, this game's native controller support is actually decent. Nowadays, at least. It used to be pretty fucking bad, but like it even natively supports hot plugging. That's something that like AAA games are fucking still trying to get right. You get like fucking commercial fighting game releases on PC that think it's okay to not support fucking controller hot plugging, which is like the #1 reason people don't run tournaments on PC despite it being objectively better for input lag almost all of the time. Bonk. I couldn't quite squeeze out a rainbow there. Taika says, most fighting games don't support DS4 pads also. It's... yeah, it's spotty. Steam input is going a long way towards solving some of those issues, but you still have to be like... you both have to be intimately knowledgeable about how to fucking handle a couple different types of gamepad problems. And also you have to be willing to do it and like make the change compared to like, oh my goodness, Jesus H. Christ, what the fuck? Compared to like Everybody puts up with fucking wireless PS4 controllers shitting up tournaments on a regular basis and having to fucking unsync everything. But they fucking dealt with that, and now it's considered normal, and now nobody really gives much of a shit. I guess as people use wireless PS4 controllers, but why? Because the DS4 has less lag wired than it does less lag wireless than it does wired. Yeah, and also arcade sticks are hard. Yo, this is fucking garbage. Are we locked out? Yeah, I'll check for a lockout after this. This is fucked up. And yeah, I guess it doesn't work as a spectator. I think that's something that RTV did. I can probably disable that myself. So yeah, we just had like 700 joins fail in a row, so I'm gonna leave and check for a lockout. If I can't get back in, it's because there's a fucking bug with joins that shows up every once in a while, and the server needs to be restarted. Okay, well now it's not accepting joins at the moment, because fucking join bug handler went off. So let me let myself in. Allow join on. Okay, no, we're not locked out. I will be back in a moment, though.
Bummer. Bummer. Bummer.
I'll give it everything I've got.
And I come back to a server timeout. What the fuck happened? The server is not accepting joins for the moment. Again? What do you mean? Alright, so some shit is going on. I can see that. There were like 100,000 join attempts. I might let myself in here. I'll just fucking knock for a moment. Allow join on. Alright, alright, I got in and synced out, which was impressive, I think. I think I synced out because I have a horn set. Like, that can happen if you have a horn set, but the fucking server doesn't know. I think you sync out instantly. I'm wondering if that's a problem that I can even solve or should be worried about. And yeah, I'll probably change the join bug phrase to, like, H or whatever. Requesting to join. Hey, I got in because I'm fucking nice. Alright. So what's going on in here? Oh man, it must have been a sync out. There's tons of people waiting here. Oh yeah, Les hasn't seen Labyrinth Zone yet. Labyrinth Zone is one of those standalone maps that had problems seeing hosting because of lob limit. Just because it was like, oh, one map for one file, but I've only got so many files. But now I think more places should run it. It's a really well-made map, even if the layout isn't too technical. Like, good music choice, fucking nice overall art. It's fucking cool. He says maybe JB or JBug is better. Sometimes you just need H to react to stuff. Yeah, I think it'll either be JB or like fucking just fucking J, honestly. Like, I think nobody reacts to shit with just J, right? I mean, I guess it's adjacent to H, so if you miss, that could potentially be a problem. Are we gonna have an extended discussion about this right now? Absolutely. Royal looks pretty good as well. J. Maybe just a single period. One of those. Oh, hey, it's bananas. See, regarding the sync out if you have the wrong horn set thing, I'm actually wondering if I can fix that. Like, is there a way to fucking clear the player struct in that situation? Like when you disconnect from a server? I'm not sure. Take hey funny moments. Alright, so Rhino got in, which is cool. Nice. I'm honestly surprised by how readable this is, being a fucking monochrome track. Yo, that's not good. That's very bad and not good. Haha, funny 21. I fear that name. That name has some fucking energy. Okay, yeah, so it's Xavier for sure. Yep. Thank you for being a good sport about it. I understand it's always frustrating when you can't play because of your connection, but because this game is fucking wild, you do sometimes need to take the L. Real though, what is with all of the terrible joins tonight? I'm almost wondering if it's like downloader shenanigans, because I did add files recently. So people who haven't played in a while are downloading stuff. Take hey funny moments is eating L shit back there. I mean, hey, go ahead and fucking jump in to have casual karting fun with your favorite characters, and also like 8+ veterans of the game on the game's hardest setting and community tracks that may not live up to visibility standards or like reasonable levels of difficulty. But hey, cool. Go! You have to win the race. Take hey funny moments. Yeah, that's the good shit. Oh wait, you're a lap behind. I'm very sorry. Bang. So friend mod teams are wrong, but like in net replays, teams are wrong, but it seems like other stuff works fine. And I put in a debug option, so like while you're watching a replay, you should be able to pop console and reassign teams manually if you really need to reconstruct a friend mod replay. Oh, it just puts team mode on races that didn't have it. Oh no. Oh geez, because that's also a random call. Well shit. I didn't think about that. That's strange. Resident Click and Park liker. Oh no. Hey, it's Mr. Mystery, the guy who complains about my server every chance he gets, but then still joins. Sick. Alright, Steel died for no reason.
Nice.
Alright, Ebrog died. Oh my god, everything is dying tonight. The fuck? What is going on? What the fuck? Like, what is causing shit to potato out like that? I feel like... I'm wondering if more people have the problem that Dude64 seems to have, where they'll join a race with friend mod and their client just locks up on a white screen. This doesn't seem to be related to anything except individual people. I know 2 people have reported it so far. Dude and then one other person. Check out this team recognition, by the way. The whole character is the same color. You cannot possibly fuck up team recognition. But you can fuck that up. Wifegate making fun of my server. I'm being harassed by a Twitch partner. Help, someone call support. Oh dear. Brunk says, I think I died because I bravely tried OpenGL on a 2010 ThinkPad. Yeah, that might have been it. That sounds like a plausible way to die. Alright, I have to fucking pull ahead for my team. Alright. We're out here leading. So Regulus says, don't need team recognition when the player attacks the nearest racer on the field. And it says, kind of wonder if it's partly the new update that's fucking joins up. I mean, part of what was in the secret sauce build included stuff to stop, like, clients that sync out or otherwise screw up from just sitting there trying to connect and becoming fucking bombs. The secret sauce changes, like, obviously that build isn't updated for 1.1, and I haven't bothered to, like, cherry pick the commits or anything. So the bugs that it was working around, like join lockout, are back. What this means may vary. I'm a little bit disappointed that a couple more netcode fixes couldn't have made it into the pipeline before 2.0, but with the amount of, like, this was basically a maintenance release, so I can understand. Check out that fucking wild imbalance, though. Alright, so if anybody's trying to get in, it should let you back in momentarily? I think the fucking allow join on is in the map change hooks. You should be able to get in after voting finishes. Actually, I can fucking just turn it on for everybody right now. Alright. So get your shit in. I will never stop picking Viridian Cliffside. You cannot make me. I refuse to do it. But yeah, friend mod stuff and like that weird sync stuff with horn mod. Has me kind of confused. I'm not sure what to do about it. Alright. Go team Ball of Nightmares. Let's get it. Oh, shit. That's not what that turn looks like. Alright. Remember to fucking actually check the standings before you throw an SPB and screw up one of your teammates. Unless you're in second place and you have complete confidence in yourself. Then by all means go apeshit. That's gonna nail one of my teammates, I think. Oh! Hey, it nailed somebody who wasn't a teammate. God, that hit confirm sound is excellent. Don't like that. Check out that weird wacky ball hog. Fire it forward so that it rebounds at the correct time. Meaty ball hog. You know, speaking of things that are fighting games but shouldn't be fighting games, how about fucking Granblue Versus? What is going on with that shit? It looks fun as hell, actually. And I'm sure this has nothing to do with me getting baited by a super basic bitch Shoto Sword Girl. I'm sure PC release will come in like 20 years. I don't know whether the game is going to have relevance by then, but I would like to play it for a while. I mean, I guess that can also happen. People just dying at random. It's kind of whack. What? I'm trying not to fucking assassinate my team here. Okay. That solid glut might earn us the win, but it's gonna be close. It's gonna be really close, actually. Okay, I think that clinched it. Yep. Solid finish. Experiencing the fucking difficult kart racer for the first time. Yeah, if people keep dying at the start of the race on teams specifically, because I'm wondering how many people have that issue that Dude 64 reported and just never talk to it, never talk about it, or like can't identify it. I don't even think it's my bug, but it's something that I have to be aware of regardless. Alright, show me the honeybee industry. Also, somebody's fucking making some fucking mountain downhill initial D shit in KART. I posted the screenshots. Like, they posted screenshots in KART Crew, and then I cross-posted them to Dorifto on Hitbox Dimension. It's some shit. Yeah, Kina, I think. It says, watching people just lose to whip because they don't block was the pinnacle of Granblue Versus beta. It's the good shit, man. You know what I'm wondering? I'm thinking, like, what happens on map load? The fucking map load hook fires, the map change hook fires. What if, like, team assignment is somehow lagging people out of their computers for potato in some specific way? Like, iterating through players just happens to take 20 million years instead of literally 0 time? I don't know. I'm wondering about a number of things. I guess just lockout say downloading game state. It does, in fact. So we are almost certainly locked out, and I will confirm that after this. So everyone was complaining about, oh, Sliptide gets 860s all the time. This was the bug that I was avoiding. And I may or may not be inclined to slash fucking have the time to update the secret sauce branch to work with 1.1 again. Has anyone gotten in successfully recently? Ah, shit. Gotta make some fucking passes! This is like the most tempting restore that isn't actually helpful. It's kind of a rude fucking slope. I want to stop this guy from passing my team. I fucking ghosted in front of me. Shit. I didn't see that. I think we're still fine? Yeah. Key guess, what is secret sauce? The secret sauce build was something that was... It contained some fucking experimental netcode improvements that really just kind of swapped one set of bugs out for another set of bugs that was slightly easier to detect. So let me check real quick here if we have a lockout. That's the wrong menu. You're on crack. Yeah, we have a lockout. Everybody out of the pool! The server will come right back up as soon as this restart finishes, but when this happens, when the server just randomly stops accepting joins totally silently, without waiting to download game state message, there's nothing you can do but restart the server. So like I added a handler where if the server has been idle for more than 10 minutes and a join has happened during the session, then it'll restart the server automatically so that this can take care of itself when I'm not around, but it'll still happen, which is super unfortunate. Maybe some fucking eternal brain genius can look into why this happens. Alright, so I think people are getting in. Whoa, hoo, what? Whoa, 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 whoa. What the fuck is going on? Hello? Why are joins so bad tonight? It's so... Who is doing this? Regular says, I'm glad your alias for joining Sliptide is go time. Yeah, dude. That alias fucking authenticates me as the admin, sets my horn, and joins me to the server. That's my favorite. Alright, so I can take the intercut here. Ah, shit. At least you don't lose too much time for bonking there. You wanna know one thing I hope makes it into KART 2.0? A proper tutorial mode. Yeah, I could see that, for sure. Just like some pacing in record attack, like some fucking guided prompts. The usual. Ido says, I'm not sure if I'm about KART games, but I might fuck around for the sake of being a Woomy representative. We do get games in this shit pretty often, and tonight is really not representative of the average connection experience. Usually it's quite a bit smoother than this. So, keep the game around, fucking pursue it at your own pace. Join servers, fuck around. Maybe like go to normal speed first because it's a little bit more forgiving. Whee! I'm fucked. Okay. But yeah, a mission mode style thing would be pretty cool. That'd actually be cool for like any level of player. Like, mission mode is obviously, like, you could set up situations like fucking Sliptide through these turns and, like, put out fucking kill barriers to, like... What? Huh? Okay, so that wasn't a server shutdown, I just died. And then people are continually bouncing off the server. It's one... Who the fuck is 191-177-18336? Whomst? Whom the fuck? Alright. Geek says, traffic attacking cart, how mad. Oh, Jesus Christ. Me too, Ebrog. Me fucking too. I understand completely. I don't know, maybe I don't entirely understand. Broke ping limit mid. Dude, what the fuck is happening to my server tonight? I swear, every time I stream, it triggers the bad internet gremlins to just fucking rise out of the woodwork. I'm here to ruin your Doom Legacy experience. Just incredible. Anyway. Play Zero Ranger, it's good. When did we get all these colors? Jesus. This game has so many fucking colors now. I think Byzantium is probably one of my favorites for this character. Also works well with fucking Dory's orange earrings.
It's an air pirate's duty to cause trouble.
Oh, that's a cute signpost. I haven't actually seen that before. Video games fucking suck, they're hard. Meanwhile, everybody who hosts on Windows just absolutely freaking the fuck out. Losing their minds because of the master server bug. Dude, there's a lot you could do with like a mission mode style structure. Could be interesting. That's always been my favorite too, because like a tutorial that's framed as like, hey, if you already know this shit, then you can fucking slam it out and get cool like ranks and fucking blitz through everything. That's the good stuff. I'm imagining like the Sonic Riders missions deal, where like sometimes they've got like mission specific walls put up, stuff like that, to like slightly modify track layouts. Okay. Ask the Zero Ranger characters going into Daisy characters, are they going to be a separate thing? So Daisy left the release to me, so they'll probably be separate. I'll probably make a release post either like tomorrow or the next day. I want to do up a little trailer for them. Just release the small amount of flair. But yeah, these are going to be a separate thing. By the way, obligatory plug, but like, Daisy was one of the most pleasant, like, I can't imagine a more fucking patient person as far as the commission experience goes. Highly recommended. If you're on the fence, just fucking do it. So I gotta fucking pass somebody. Ah! Okay. Wow, I actually got that item. That's crazy. Just heard about SPB. Damn, that shit sucks. I apparently got ahead at some point, although I'm not really sure I noticed when. We did it, team. Maybe. Most likely. Oh, what a gap, too. He says, God, the first Sonic Riders was so good. I mean, it was a little jank, for sure. But fucking track design, like the mechanics of racing, the fucking aesthetic, sound design especially, it's all so good. It's just good as hell. Trap Gear can suck a dick, though. Trap Gear's a load of shit. I don't want to hear anything about that. He says, I mean, what Sonic game isn't a little jank? I don't know, if you manually re-implement the jank from previous games on purpose, is it still jank? Yeah, probably. Fucking Sonic Mania having crush bug behavior, and not just Chemical Plant, but it happens in a couple places in fucking Titanic Monarch as well. See, I'm a fucking gambler main in Riders. You play gambler for two reasons. One, to flex on people who don't know how to play. And two, to fucking run through the 100 ring box on lap 1 every single time to fucking grind rings for the hovercraft and figure out that it's actually shit. And, like, feel super betrayed by its stat display. Not just me, right? Anybody else fucking go apeshit for the hovercraft and then, like, actually fucking get into it for the first time and realize that it's the worst thing on the planet? Or, like, get into fucking Omnipotence and realize that you don't gain air for fucking tricks or style moves anymore? It's like, what do I do with this? All the gears with, like, super cool sounding abilities turned out to have, like, weird fucking shitty drawbacks. Meanwhile, relatively innocuous shit like fucking high booster, slide booster, trap gear was like ludicrously broken. It's like, oh, tornadoes, who the fuck cares about that? Wait, oh no. I'm trying to think of, like, I also used, I used Blue Star 2 as well. I think you have to. If you didn't think Blue Star 2 was the hottest shit, get out of my fucking face. I'm gonna detonate this in the springs. Oh, what else did I play? After I fucking finally got Hang On, I used that a little bit. But yeah, mostly it was just Gambler Blue Star 2. And then sometimes I'd use fucking... Was it Advantage S or Advantage F? I forget what the actual name was, but it was the fucking boots that gave flight characters access to grind rails. Because, like, let's be real, if you weren't picking Wave every single fucking race, were you even playing Riders? This track is open world as hell. Routing it is actually kind of interesting. Okay, it's Advantage F. Sick. Ah! Shit. No, not wrong drift. Why? Why would you do this to me? Goodbye. He says, Tyrone, you're not allowed to have the same taste as me. Remind me to throw a wave in KART at some point. You think you can win with that board? Wave just absolutely shitting on Tails in every single cutscene for the whole game. Makes me so happy. Like, did you really need to be this rude? So Regular says we need Babylon Rogues and KART. I think I'm concerned. You think I could try to bait Isaac into this again if somebody releases Jet? System 16 says cut a Jakowski lift theorem though. Oh no, I didn't need these flashbacks. Fuck. Why does that particular fucking line still exist in my head? Like, I can't tell you, like, where I left my wallet this morning, but if you ask me, like, oh, what Slaughter Hawkeye's in, or, like, fucking random lines from a fucking Sonic racing game that the world, by all rights, probably should have forgotten. It's like, nah, I'm all over that shit. I got it. Check out that delayed position update, by the way. Yo, this is... Okay, it was a pretty extreme gap. Geek says, the rogues are in the IDW Sonic Annual. Storm accidentally kidnaps someone. Yo, I gotta read more fucking... Like, it seems like so much of the supplementary material coming out for Sonic is actually good for some reason now. Like, when did this fucking trend start? Wait, did something... Was the top section of this area removed? Every once in a while, I fucking lose track of which packs are getting updated, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? Nah. Defense. Kari says, so I'm curious, is there a stage editor for this game? There's a stage editor for this game, right? Does it require having the game to build stages, or is it a separate program? I think you need the resource files from the game for the editor to work. Zone Builder will not work without the resources from the game download. Just because it's meant to be a generalized Doom editor. Oh wait, no, Zone Builder isn't fucking... Is it? At the very least, it's for SRB2. Fucking... But I remember seeing a whole bunch of presets for different kinds of things when I opened it up. My understanding is that Zone Builder is easier than, like, more full-featured generalized map editors, shit like Hammer. But it's not exactly trivial either. Like, it's easier, but not easy. Okay, Zone Builder is a fork of Doom Builder. That's why I'm fucking confused. Thank you. I love all the fucking Zero Ranger noises just kind of twinkling across the finish line. It is not included with the game. You gotta grab it separately. Holy shit. Oh, that's cute. I didn't see fucking Daisy's Bulma. That's actually mad cute. And it says the shortcut got removed because it was basically broken. You could abuse it pretty easily and be like 1,000 years ahead of everyone. Yeah, it didn't seem like it was sectioned off from frontrunners well enough. It seems like you could take it with basically anything. I also just, like, it felt kind of awkward for it to be there. It felt like if you take it at the wrong angle, you'll bonk the wall, but, like, if you have grow and you try to take it, you'll slide away so quickly that there's no way you can fucking restabilize. I think it's a good change overall. So player 13 is back. Gotta turn on the fucking lag monitor here because this guy was in here before lagging the game. So I did something stupid today. I installed fucking Bang Dream You know, the gacha rhythm game. And I gotta say, that shit has some of the worst new player onboarding I have ever seen in my life. It is... I honestly want to install that again, because I uninstalled it very quickly afterward. I almost want to install it again, just to, like, take a look at how fucking bad it is. It's like, there's fucking miles of menus and fucking progression-related bullshit that's never explained, shoved in your face constantly. It's not made clear how you progress in fucking anything. It's weird shit. Ah, shit. I should really change the fucking command that I set up to just SRB2Kart. Like, when I set up that command, I didn't think that, like, anybody from here would actually end up getting extensively involved in the kart community. I thought we would kind of be our own fragmented thing, like has happened frequently with games that I host for. Anyway, the TLDR of Bang Dream is that it's fucking opaque, the music sucks, both in and outside of the actual charts. Player 13 is still lagging, nice. And score is dependent on the units you have, not on the, oh, there he goes. So, not on the actual performance you have on the chart. So, avoid at all costs, 0 out of 10, play Archaea instead. Archaea is good. Bang Dream fucking sucks. It sucks and it's bad. Oh dear. This is just happening sometimes. Renaissance, just throw it on stream one day and go full on tone analysis. You know, I might do that. It's a shame because mechanically the game seems to be somewhat sound at least, and it's definitely a little bit more thumb friendly for devices of roughly this size. Like, so if you got like fucking, let me slam this shit on. So if you got like a device of this size roughly, and you have to like do crossovers on it, like the playfield boundaries being roughly here, means that if you want to do a full crossover, you're basically fucking crab locking your hands like this. At least if it's in like, because this is an S8 plus, so it's 18.5 by 9 aspect ratio, and it's reasonably large. It's not like phablet tier, but it's just in that weird spot. Also, yeah, Daryl and Ethan are in this room too. You in Q? Are you in Q?
No.
Are you in low prio?
No.
Good job, keep it up. So, yeah, it's kind of weird. Archaea is by far my favorite mobile rhythm game, and probably one of my favorite rhythm games ever, honestly, in terms of, like, the raw amount of extremely high-quality official content that exists for it is kind of an incredible rarity. The immersion break camp. Oh, sorry, I was unaware that people thought I was actually a fucking disembodied torso wearing video game novelty tees in the corner of a screen. I mean, it's an easy mistake to make. I understand completely. So I've been thinking about rhythm games lately. The Rhythm Horizon devs recently did a fucking Q&A stream. It's Rhythm Horizon and the Impulse platforms, you know, the fucking Britpads, the RGB fucking pressure-sensitive platforms. Basically the same operation now, and they talked a little bit about their fucking plans, and I took a peek at some community discussion, and apparently people are pretty banged up that Rhythm Horizon won't support, like, Step Mania or ITG charts when it launches, and that there will be no official support for, like, converting between formats either. Because the idea they're going for with Rhythm Horizon is that they want to go completely above board with, like, hardcore dance game shit. Like, they want there to be a fucking credible DDR alternative that isn't relying on a whole bunch of infringing content, basically, so that it has a chance of, like, seeing some degree of, like, large-scale competitive success without having to worry about murky legality. Which I think is an unfortunate but noble goal. I like the idea of a project like that. MD-Man says, I'm deep in Bang Dream due to liking most of the characters and designs. The main way to progress is just by straight laser focusing one band at a time. Yeah, what's getting me is that the fucking game doesn't give me scoring feedback that makes any sense. Like, I come in with, like, a stock team. I've played, like, a couple fucking multiplayer matches. And so I'm, like, level 15 in one band. And the maximum score I'm allowed is, like, 1/25th of the total score available on the chart. So I'm playing in multi, and the feedback I'm getting from the game is, you are shit! Spend money! It's like, couldn't you at least frame it differently? Jesus H. Christ. I'm not against playing the game for sure. It's like, it seems like the charting's good even if the song selection feels pretty samey. But man, is it just fucking unnerving and off-putting the way that it's presented. Rhythm of Fighters, what the fuck? I didn't know about this. I don't think I've played this course, actually. I like the tire stacks. Aww. Got a little bit of Z-fighting action there. Whoa. Yeah, this really does feel like a fucking parking lot. This is kind of eerie. This is bringing back memories of the fucking parking at our hotel when we were up in fucking LA to see Porter. This fucking parking garage had like a 45-degree ramp directly in the middle that was completely blind as you approached it. Like nobody... Until you're, like, staring it right down, you can't tell whether anybody's on it. And while you're on it, you can't tell whether anybody's outside. It was the most fucking horrifying shit I've ever seen. Driving is awful. We're just sitting there on the verge of death every single time we try to fucking park the car. And then fucking Alex says some shit like, today I will design a parking garage. And we all just fucking lose it, and we're like crying, laughing in the face of death. D-Man says, on the other hand, though, some expert charts are insanely difficult. So, as somebody who's experienced in the game, then, fucking hit me with this knowledge. If you know Archaea, how does, like, the hardest shit available in Archaea compared to the hardest shit in Bang Dream? And if you don't know Archaea, look up fucking, Grievous Lady or Fracture Ray, and give me your best guess. Because if there's, like, hard content that's satisfying to take on, I might play. Oh, fuck. Unlucky. And they got my item. Oh, we're actually getting trashed. I am alone and sad back here. This is tough. It seems weirdly technical for just a fucking parking lot. Jesus. Hey, I helped you get back on track. You're welcome. That was super unfortunate, Jesus Christ. We actually got fucking hammered. See, when I did try Bang Dream, my initial instinct was to put every chart on expert, which is not something that I could do initially. But it seems like there's a massive gulf, at least for a straight-up fresh player, between expert and hard. Where, like, hard is I'm sleepwalking and FCing everything, and then expert is like I actually failed out during a multi-session. Geek says, I've seen a good handful of Bandori content on my Twitter timeline, and it doesn't register as a rhythm game to my brain at all until now. Oh yeah, I know you can fucking turn this shit off, but the game ships by default with some of the worst visual clutter and noise I've ever seen in my entire life. You're playing, and skill cut-ins are going off everywhere across the screen constantly, and anime girls are fucking screaming at you, and the background is moving. What is fever? What's a fever chance? What the fuck is going on? What are these skills? Is it me or my bandmates or my fucking multi... Are any of the girls gay? Somebody fucking help me, please. I just want to play a rhythm game with lesbians. Shit is wild. Yeah, the game also kept trying to push the story on me, which I didn't enjoy. It's not that I don't enjoy conceptually the idea of rhythm games having a story, although I feel like it should always be optional to interact with, but it's just that the writing was not really very good or interesting from what I saw. And I did give it a couple chapters before skipping. Dude, how does this targeting work? How the fuck? Somebody... I'm very sorry. Dude, there's so many new courses in this server. I fucking basically put every good community pack and then a couple of standalone tracks as well. And now I don't know the entire map pool like I used to. It's very weird learning things live. Oh dear. Sick water skip in like the shallowest water possible to design in Zone Builder. That's bad. And the music choice is excellent. See, I'm sitting here worried about whether the ZERORANGER characters have gloats that are too obnoxious or too, like, cutting. And then I realized that people put up with fucking Nep and, fucking Scissor Bitch, Kill la Kill, Ryuko. Ryuko's her fucking name. Yeah, people put up with those characters. So it's like, whatever I do, it's basically fine. Just barely fucking slid in there, but we're still fucked. So Hikari is pitching fucking the idea of designing courses around FF14 zones. Just remake... I'm sitting here thinking, remake a Chocobo racing track. They already have item locations fucking built in. That'll totally work. Okay, so people are talking about broken waypoints here. I didn't see it personally. Items maybe felt a little bit jank upon reflection, but it's easy to get placeboed, so I won't really comment. He says, I tried to convince Lat to use one of Alexander's face themes for Flipgoop. Fucking forward and back, easy clap. This game is good. Play this game. Also play ZERORANGER. Hey, free for all. The girl is purple. So yeah, if people are interested in fucking getting a look at the Bandori onboarding experience and why it's the worst thing I've ever fucking seen in my entire life. I'm totally down to stream that at a later date. Wait, tomorrow's fucking Sunday, right? This is the weekend. I've successfully waited for it to begin. I could totally do that tomorrow. It's weird though, because I've also got I've got a single player game that I'm looking forward to streaming, which has never happened in my life. I'm like, hey, Battle Network 6. The game is fun. Even if the main scenario jerks you around for a little bit too long. No. I don't like it. How the fuck did that even... What? And it's a kill plane down there? So the one big red flag that I saw for Bandori, besides the shit that I've already talked about related to the progression systems and all that. Oh, Porter's in Gay Baby Jail. The one big red flag I saw is that calibration seemed very, very coarse. Archaea lets you adjust by millisecond, manually. It seemed like in Bandori it was a lot more abstract than that. I got -4 to +4. And the calibrator didn't seem great. At the very least, though, despite being hit-sounded, it allowed me to disable the hit sounds, which I always find better for timing on devices that are a little bit laggy. Oh, for Oh, look, a fucking player who joined as Sonic named Sonic caused connection problems. Surprise. Oh, for fuck's sake. I'm just eating shit. It's real bad. It's tough to focus when I'm shitting on other rhythm games, though. They're on someone. What do you mean, other rhythm games? Well, this is a rhythm game, obviously. In addition to being Zero Ranger hard mode into fighting game, it's a rhythm game. Kari says, that was me. I just joined without trying after finishing the download. Nice. So yeah, I guess tomorrow I'll do fucking the Bandori onboarding experience. A donation incentive to read all of the text. Send me to Evo, boys. So it says put alpha in KART. Queh. Easy. Just fucking have Spider Omega skittering along the course. Oh god, what else? Put the whale mount in KART. Yeah! Put Emerald Carbuncle in SRB2Kart. Oh, what the fuck? What did you even pull? Okay. Never forget when people complained about Northern District being boring because it's literally a straight line. Imagine just not looking at the screen. For fuck's sake! I didn't deserve this. It's happening to me anyway, though. This is greatly unjust. I don't even feel like I gained any distance. I totally did, though. Like, next item, I might be able to overtake the pack if it comes out good. Yep. That'll do it. That's kind of a clean drift, too. Had to let go of that early because I was unsure, but honestly, this lineup seems a little bit more stable anyway. Sergio says, do you think there's always going to be people who guarantee to play on Northern District for the first time and just loop at least once or twice around the center park? I mean, that was me, but I also, like, get lost in my apartment, my 900 square foot apartment, so, I don't know, I don't feel qualified to comment on or complain about anyone else's navigation skills. I have great sympathy for people who are bad at shit, because I am bad at almost everything. Getting the fuck out of here. Fuck this. Not the best recovery, but at least I fucking called that a last. Over says, I'm seriously considering making Alfino and not Alice? What are you, fucking gay? Unbelievable. Either would be cool, honestly. System 16 says, I have a shitty sense of direction myself. It slightly got in the way of staying with friends when I visited MegaCon. If I'm fucking out and about anywhere, I absolutely need a GPS. It's like, if I don't have fucking navigation, I will just never make it home. I'll actually die on the street, so that's a thing. You know, fatigue hitting me like a train wreck right now. That's crazy. Just heard about circadian rhythms. Damn, that shit sucks. So I feel like the Mitos and the Dories are starting to fucking filter out slightly. But I don't know. I'm definitely gonna have to add Mito at least to my fucking character binds. Sim 16 says, that's just part of why I best used Uber instead of driving. Uber is a fucking shitty and kind of exploitative operation, and it's fucking expensive compared to, like, making correct use of public transit. But I do like it for pretty much that reason, and the fact that, like, I don't know, I'd like to have a license, just because it's practical to, like, need to drive in emergencies or rare situations, but I have no interest in, like, regularly driving as part of my lifestyle. Mostly because it's incredibly stressful, but also because if I get into a car accident for any reason, I probably just die. I just generally feel safer fucking trusting my life to people who, like, get paid to know how to drive. It's like, honestly, I'd just fucking walk everywhere and bus everywhere if I could. Because you know what happens when somebody crashes into a bus? The bus doesn't give a fuck. It's a bus. Should have used this way earlier. Hi, welcome to Tyrone, some SRB2Kart streams where I talk about how I can be killed in collisions. What? What are we doing here? Dude, where? The 10 bananas everywhere. This from 16 asks, so am I doing Dory from Zero Ranger or nah? Yep, that's correct. You will probably recognize them slightly better in something closer to their native color. Zero Ranger is good. Play it. Tangerine, I like it. He says go play Shorensha. You should also go play that. Shorensha is good. Like, both is good. Zero Ranger has a free demo. Shorensha is free as in free. Fucking get you some shmups. Emulate some shit. Fucking play Danganronpa. Play everything. Play Ascatos. Play Sin and Punishment. Play Blue Revolver. Play Monolith, which isn't even the same kind of game as the games I'm talking about right now, really. It sort of is. Oh, for fuck's sake, come on. I think, pending Blue Revolver Double Action and Zero Ranger Hard Mode, I feel like the next clear I want to go for in terms of shooting games is actually Chorensha. Like, at the very least, the one-all. Chorensha's second loop is... It looks fucking brutal, honestly. But I think first loop is within my limits if I put some time into it. Apparently the strat for Chorensha is to get so many lives in the early game that the fucking bonus you get for just having lives when you clear stages gives you a couple lives on its own. Also, never die or your fucking shot power's down, but it's not actually as bad as the visual looks. It looks like it's firing like a quarter of the bullets, but it actually does like 70% of the damage. Yeah, play fucking Rekka. Please play Rekka. Rekka's crazy. If for no other reason, like, Rekka, in terms of the limitations of the NES, is a masterpiece. Play fucking Ultimate Flash Sonic. Play Astra Superstars with an epilepsy filter. Play video games that are good. Oh yeah, I think I already removed that ping from Horn Mod because it's used as the item snipe noise now. I am just getting shit on. Luckily Nova is repping Zero Ranger better than I can right now. Ultimate Flash Sonic was the shit. Rockman 4 minus infinity. Oh no. Let's swap to Dory for a bit and see how the fucking... Oh yeah, hold on, I have to put on the edgiest color. I have to put on fucking Dory the Hedgehog. Mom, it's not a phase, I'm the antagonist. Wins Chorensha boss music for SPB music. Yeah, you know, come to think of it, the TLB music would work really well for SPB Chase. Here, somebody get Wolf to fucking release his SPB music fork already. I know it's basically done. Oh shit, yeah, this is off-road. God damn it. It was tough for me to tell initially because contrast is kind of low in the side water section. Probably just ask him for it. I mean, the number of people who have asked me about fucking friend mod and ST pack recently makes me wary of asking people for shit they haven't released because I just have to spend so much time explaining to them, well, you see, the reason I haven't released it yet is because if you try to use it, it will not work. Like, this is hopefully not very difficult to understand. Like, hey, I'd like to use your script for admin calls. That's cool, I appreciate your interest. It will not do anything unless you have a log reader doing a very specific thing running on your server. And I will not give you mine because the code quality on it is garbage, and player 13 is back. Jesus H. Christ. Okay, this ends now. This has happened too many times today. Check me out with the unpause alias, by the way, because I'm the best. Sliptide Dimension, the server that cares. Fucking... Just because I'm too neurotic to accept anything that I can even technically fix. That was a pretty involved ricochet shot, gotta say. I'm pretty proud of me. I mean, I could have asked him myself. I don't want people running around doing my fucking busy work for me.
And that's how you dish out the beat. I could have done this live.
There's the fucking anxiety yawns. Yes. Yeah, Dory seems mad strong. I don't mesh super well with lower left characters, I think, in general, but I think they're super fun to drive. I think generally I win more on right side. When was that pause added? Oh, the unpause thing is just an alias. It's literally, it's in my kartserve.config as say unpausing in 5, wait 35, say unpausing in 4, etc, 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 and then pause. And yeah, rage specking no contests you and keeps you in the game to avoid fucking spec bombing. This is until Kart Crew implements the option to prevent people from fucking... Like, either they fix the sync bug or they implement something similar to what I've done, where if you spectate in the middle of the race, you no contest and blow up. Oh yeah, we can fucking play, we can play Misty Maze now because SPB is actually dodgeable. Joel says, my only regret is that Dori Midori isn't great on slate color. Slate, huh? I like the look of it, but the contrast is a little low. Dialect says, I forgot Twitch updated all user icons from squares to circles. I don't know why they did that shit, but it doesn't really affect me in any meaningful way. I am kind of excited to see what Wes comes up with as my new icon, though. I fucking tasked him with emotes and a new icon since I no longer play PSO2. And I think 14 is the game that I'm going to stick with for real, honestly for real, guys. So I kind of want an icon of that character. Wes says, I only just now realized that Mido and Dory to get put together and make Midori. God. Wait until you figure out about Rib and Decker. You're gonna lose your fucking mind. Oh. Agitated.
Let's go.
Alright, says, AG, your character looks basically the same. Could you have just to do a small edit and put in the White Mage 2.0 relic shirt? I mean, sure, but I also kind of want something in his style, because I think Wes does cute stuff. When Wes decides to do cute stuff, that is. I was a super vindictive ball hog, and I'm not apologizing. No, it was Wes's, but it was Wes doing something, like, different. He's got a character illustration thing going right now, and I've seen his stuff kind of like coalesce into what you could call a consistent style. the guy originally just did landscapes. Like that was his joint. We're just out here doing floating islands. Alright, so I should get Flo to do it. Dude is mad talented, but way too modest. I feel like that would be stressful for them. Plus, like, I'd want to compensate them fairly, which I don't know is something I can do right now. Wes gets to be slave labor because I fucking live with him. It's different. Hi, Wes. Says, so how does the Shutan Girl Metal Sonic XP feel? Feels really strong, honestly. We're out here with just a little bit more handling and slightly worse sparks, and it makes all the difference. Like, the character just feels just that... It takes it from, like, rewards planning to, like, punishes lack of planning. That's the framing, I think. Like, metal is fucking hard to turn, and so... Fuck-ups are like... avoiding fuck-ups is the primary activity you're engaging in. Alright, let's do it. Adios, Les. Enjoy the cooking experience. This is one of those days where, like, I haven't been sleeping exceptionally well, and so I'm streaming to try and burn off some fucking anxious energy that comes from weird sleep patterns. I think I've at least learned to identify that now, which is the start. Oh, wow, it starts me all the way back here? Jesus. Alright, so I'm in dead the fuck last. Like, extremely the fuck last. So let's see what I can do from here. I'm always worried when I hang out on the off-road for too long that I'm gonna, like, miss a lap count. Dixie says I should get back to work on stuff, too. Thanks for the stream. Good time as always. No problem, dude. Thanks for dropping in. It's always a pleasure to have people fucking... hanging out in whatever this is now. Ah, crap. Hey, at least I made a little bit of time back with that bump. This line almost works. I feel like you can't even gain a little bit of time even with the fucking edge cut. That was so unnecessary. I was already passing you. Ah, shit. Call that, insurance, I guess. Ernest says, the sleep thing's extremely relatable. It's hard not to be fucked up by that, speaking as someone who also has a fucked up sleep schedule. Alright, so, not to turn this into, like, a pity party or anything. That's not my intent. I just want to maybe start a conversation. I've had, like, really fucking terrible sleep patterns for basically as long as I can remember. Very nearly, like, ungracefully bailed out of high school because of it. Where just, like, I can't, even if I go to sleep when I'm tired every single time, and I never overstress myself, and I never stay up for what feels like late, and I always fucking, like, climb into bed at the appropriate time, I feel like my sleep schedule is drifting, like a couple hours, like an hour and a half, 2 hours, basically every day. So, like, I can't maintain that alignment with the 24-hour day for whatever reason. I always feel like I'm fucking waking up later and later and later and later until at some point I'm getting up at like 2 p.m., 4 p.m. and it's like, alright, either I have to let this ride through and deal with like the lack of sunlight and the disconnect from people who are living on normal schedules, or I can try to reset all at once, which almost never works and is terrible either way. Since I can't sleep when I'm sick and I can't kick the cold without sleep, what do? I guess just die. That seems to be the fucking optimal play. Sleep fucks me up, dude. Like, you'd be hard-pressed to offer me a deal that would make me, like, consider, like, say, alright, so you no longer have to sleep, but your teeth are flaccid. I will take the lack of sleep every single time. Like, put anything after that but. Almost anything. And I'll deal with it if it means I don't have to fucking deal with the sleep situation anymore, you know? I lose so much time to it. Not just in terms of, like, when I'm actually asleep, but, like, the way it dictates when I can actually be alert. It says, you don't need to sleep, but you're required to chew on tinfoil for 2 minutes each day. Whoa! My fucking teeth are aching just, like, thinking about it. Still probably worth. Even if we, like, take into account, like, recovery time. Both physical and emotional. Actually got that fucking railing clip. Sick. The good stuff. So yeah. I love that final cut. Normally I hate fucking cuts that are placed right before the end of a map. Because it feels like it makes things super dependent on the last box. But that one is hype. Partially because the amount of gain you actually get from it is kind of limited depending on, like, not only the item you have approaching it, but how fucking good you are at the game while you're incoming. What a contrast. Ashik says, no need for sleep, but you have to roll a d4 and play Redacted for X amount of hours. Dude, I lose 8 hours to sleep minimum every day. How about fucking roll a d20 and then maybe it's a contest? Roll fucking 46 twice and take the higher value. So we're in a pretty good position. Got, like, top spots to go. It's kind of a shame that Joss didn't connect. It would have been a really funny place for it to land. Yeah, that's the... Oh, they fucking moved the booster here. I keep forgetting. It's not on the edge anymore. Yeah, another thing that I want to stream while the event is going is I want to fucking do the irregular tombstone grind, which probably means a lot of Circus Tower or a lot of fucking four-man suicide pulls in Temtara. I don't know why it surprises me that I'm going to end up putting so much time into an MMO in the end. It's kind of been the thing that I always do, come to think of it. Ooh, that was spicy. I totally thought it was going to arm. Oh yeah, and the Thracia translation patch came out, so I might give that a look. Tower's faster? It might be, but do you know about the suicide pulse strat? Like, this is something you can only do in 4-mans. You can technically do it in less, but it's kind of rude to do this when, like, new players want to experience the dungeon. Basically, in A Realm Reborn dungeons, You'll notice that there's no walls up that require you to clear the trash, really. So what you do is the tank picks up every single mob between, like, the spawn and the first boss. Nobody else tags them or does anything to them. You just fucking sprint, use your cooldowns, pull all of them into the boss room while your team follows behind. They get a checkpoint in the boss room. Then you die to the trash all leashes back to its original spawn. You respawn in the boss room and fight the boss. It's super fucking gross. But if you, like, absolutely want to speedrun the shit out of those dungeons, that strategy, or, like, blue mages with self-destruct and toad oil, you just sack pull and bring, like, red mages, because red mage and samurai are both horribly fucking overtuned at below 50. And with strategies like that, you can get, like, 9-minute Temtaras, stuff like that. Which means that it might be anywhere from a little bit to considerably faster. I think the banana came out behind the jaws. Like, I pressed the button, and the banana deployed, but it spawned in behind the jaws. Like, the jaws was between me and my banana. That's fucked up. No rainbow. I'm lucky. I feel like everyone bonks there. Ah, shit. The fucking magnet hole. What a crap. Let me pass. God damn it. Hikari apparently sent me something in the fucking mail. I guess I can probably expect it to arrive Monday. I don't know what it is. I have a generalized and vague theory, but I am not super confident about it. The conversation we had went something like, "Hey AJ, give me your address, I want to send you something. Is it anthrax? No. Is it dragon dildos? No." And then I gave him my address. So I know that it is not anthrax and it is not dragon dildos. And it could be any other thing that is not those two things. So, I think odds are good. I think in general, I can expect good stuff from the box. I'll be right back. Alright. What's going on? I come back to somebody insisting that they have the plague. I think someone's screen peeking. Joker, tell me a joke. Benefit of the doubt for now. It's a slim margin though, you fucker. I don't know about all this. I'm not in game. There we go. Ah, the fucking ramp that shouldn't be a ramp again. Ah! This section of fucking Canyon Rush has always been tricky for me. Like, I'm starting to get the rest of the course down, but the opening is just so fucked. I don't understand how to efficiently take it. I'm wondering if the answer is just to fucking steal some net replay tech. Those aren't going anywhere. I shouldn't have held on to them for so long. Forgot about the jump. Oh dear. And my sneakers are nowhere. Excellent. This is a terrible feeling. Yeah, getting used to how I need to approach corners as like a bottom left character might take a little bit of practice. I think it's cool that I got characters that I can play in basically any quadrant now, though. And like, aesthetically align with me. But that's not going anywhere either. Unlucky. I can, however, spin around aimlessly at the fucking finish line. I'm gonna try this. That's my olive branch. That's what I'm doing instead of fucking insta-kicking. Oh, hey, Airfox is back. So we'll see if their connection has improved at all. So I do want to get back to that guide series that I made exactly one video for, and then immediately put down until the next point release of SRB2Kart because I was afraid of mechanics changes. But now that 1.1 is the final release for some time, barring, like, hot fixes for literal game-breaking issues, I think I can feel pretty comfortable, like, pumping out learning material for the game. And so I think, oh, wow. Point blanked me with that. Good shit. I wonder if I can do this. Nope. Can't get away with that shit. Anyway, like I was saying, I think 3 topics that I want to cover in the same... No! 3 topics I want to cover in the same video. Stop fucking up for long enough that I can speak, please. Is, wall bonk blue MTs for, like, SPB avoidance and stuff. slip tiding, and what was the fucking third one? And just like general mini turbo optimization, like inward versus outward drift, and like the effects of each on your overall spark rate. Maybe something like that, even transitioning into like basic racing line theory. And I think those are all things that I can explain pretty compactly, but I don't know if it's too much to load into a single video. They're all related concepts. It's all like, how do I corner more efficiently? So it appeals to me to put everything in the same spot. But I also like the idea of having almost impractically short mini-guides for like specific topics. It's like, what is X mechanic? And you can link somebody a video that is literally over in 30 seconds explaining what it is.
Everyone has their bad days, right?
There's something compelling about that. I'm surprised that Joker seems to get a good connection to here, considering the server he hosts has famously terrible connection to everyone. Alright. Back to the speed character. Oh, is Airfox still getting shit on? That's unfortunate. Oh, here we go. What the fuck is this guy going on about? If he says, like, any more shit, I'm just gonna boot him for making me read it. I don't know, is that an unpopular stance? Remove people who just spew garbage? I feel like it's pretty much baseline, like, net game etiquette to not just say words in random orders. God damn, this track is so good, but I keep missing the credit for it at the start of the race every time. Check out the fucking dory block here. I don't like it. Okay, so I'm not the only person who has struggled with this previously. Yeah, I think if the guy says anything else, I'm just gonna boot him. What's crazy is that, like, people do some shit I've never seen before in this game. Where, like, they'll get kicked, and then immediately come back and say nothing and behave like it never happened. I think this needs a marker. This turn comes up... It's way too sharp and comes up way too suddenly to, like, actually be capable of killing you, IMO. I think that's my one complaint about this track, is that that corner seems unnecessarily punishing. What the fuck? What are you? Yeah, also maybe some signage here to deal with people just not understanding that they have to take a full 180. Huh. So you can cut straight through there. What the fuck? Come on. That's just unsatisfying. So it's like that seems super sharp considering how long it takes you to see it because it's flat on the ground. This catches you completely by surprise. But I think in general the rest of the course is alright. Oh, fuck me. I think this is obviously something that, like, could be more complicated than the way I'm representing it here. But I think the most common thing I see in, like, tracks that are almost there but not quite is a misunderstanding of how altitude affects camera logic. Like, stuff that's on level or lower than the current floor height is gonna be invisible until you get close to it. That's just kind of the nature of the way the camera works. So I got picked up and fucking carried, which is great. Okay. Go away. See, this game is crazy. Because people will just fucking join the game, get kicked, and then, like, rejoin, not say anything, and it's like no interaction ever took place. It's a fucking mystery to me. And somebody's like, what did he do? Are you watching this shit? I'm not the only person who's bothered by this, right? Man, who put me in charge of fucking deciding what is and isn't acceptable social behavior on the internet? That's like the worst position for me to have. Put a goddamn monkey in charge of this job. They'll do it better than I do. Erna says that was the loudest sip. That's the power of the $20 dynamic microphone. This is a tough situation to use a ball hog, and I think I want to... Yep. I figured my best bet was to point blank there, but it was a little bit chaotic. I ended up causing just as much collateral. I don't think we came out better for it. I probably should have waited to discard. It's gonna clip a little bit. Wait, it actually didn't. I don't think I heard the off-road noise. Ooh. A little bit sketchy. That draw distance, though. I want to get rid of me, but there's teammates flanking me. And they're, like, not close enough where I can, like, explicitly throw around them at my ricochet into them. And now you're dead. Hey! So I'll carry on your legacy. I think we're doing pretty fucking alright, honestly. Oh, fuck. Oh, that was such an unfortunate fucking situation. Because the egg box hits me, and then in addition to the egg box hitting me, I'm actually going to back up into the pads here. Oh, no, I was so much farther forward than I thought. Jesus Christ, I lost a ton of time. But yeah, in addition to getting hit by the egg box, I dropped the fucking Orbinaut in order to hit my teammate. I should probably try to veer away when that happens, but, like, you drop the moment you pick up the egg box, so if you're able to get hit by the egg box, then you're probably not going to have time to fucking react to the considerations involved. Oh, shit. Yeah, okay, it's through here, and I'm eating shit. I'm dying. See, now I'm in the vortex. I think we're still good. But it's not really through anything that I did personally. It was just fucking people bringing up the rear here. I wish fucking RNG synced in replays correctly. Hornmod and FriendMod both have syncing problems. And people like to blame the mod that it doesn't work on replays, when replays should be providing the same random numbers every time, and I don't understand why they're not. Shit is confusing. Oh dear. Are we done now? Jesus Christ. Okay, I think a vote finally got in. This fucking lag is unreal sometimes. Sometimes you're like, what if we just all played on Parsec? Wouldn't that be better? Who's Mito and Dory? Zero Ranger! Exclamation. Exclam, exclam, exclam. I don't know how to use human words today because I'm kind of tired, please understand. It was mad important that I got to show these off a little bit before the official release, though. That's probably what I'm doing tomorrow, is doing the fucking, release video for these two, and then, like, maybe Bang Dream onboarding. Banana placement is dastardly. Every sprint track grows on me the more I play it. Like, I think it was, who said they don't like sprint tracks earlier in this chat? That's just, like, not a view I understand, fundamentally. Okay, I at least took out fucking Mechadeka, I think. Runa asks, how long were they in the works? Daisy started work on the art, I think, a couple months ago. I was, like, things went a bit slowly just because, like, I wasn't pushing the process forward in some places. But they were always prompt to respond when I was actually, like, actively prompting for stuff. A lot of fixes would be like, hey, can you do X? And then it gets done, like, literally instantly. That's just the pettiest Orbinaut. But I guess there was still a bunch of orange players springing up the rear, so... Oh, does this map have performance problems in software? I guess that doesn't surprise me now that I think about it. Let me fucking lose my headset here. Getting a little bit of headphone fatigue. It got easier. I stretched the fucking band on those a little bit. I need to, like, cut my hair again. I honestly kind of want to do what Frey did. I want to just lose it all. Lower maintenance. Just every once in a while. Alright, hair's done. Fuck it. Like, there's something extremely practical about it. Oh my goodness, hello. Okay, there we go. There's my volume. Hopefully the echo isn't so bad. So I'm seeing more success generally with Dory than with Mito for now. But I think with practice, I'd like to be roughly good at all weight classes just because I like playing all of those styles. So kind of excited for 2.0 and like what's going on in terms of the upper left quadrant acceleration and handling characters getting some kind of balancing mechanic. They've hinted at that. Hey, this one's a little bit better than I remember it running on OpenGL. Okay, a little bit of a chug here still, but in the rest of the course it seems to work all right. What? Oh no, I don't like that. Oh, and we're dead anyway. That's sick. Alright. Alright, let's bring this shit back up and see what's going on. Oh, wow. How did it fuck up this badly? Attempt to index global server a nil value. What the fuck? Password from bug failed. Illegal CSA command received from non-admin bug. Bug renamed to :D question mark pipe Tyrone Sama. So either that guy actually tried to like take over the server and somehow crashed it, or the server crashed so hard that it's creating the appearance. What the fuck? Crackheads. Crackheads everywhere. What the fuck? So I'll save that log for later, but in the meantime, I guess I'll restart the server. Alright, should be restarted now. I'm on a freshly restarted client, should be able to get in. Yep, no problems. That's interesting. The CSA overrode the fucking alias buffer, which is kind of neat. I've never seen the game fuck up quite like that. That was like super weird. Alright, now people are joining and it's gonna bring the server down while everybody gets their shit figured out. This is like, the most I can do is make my server gracefully handle fucking restarts. Like in situations where it does die or freaks out, all I can do is make sure that it recovers gracefully. I can't actually work around the core problems that are causing it to fuck up in that way. Okay. I deserve that. That Argonaut was super fucking greedy. That shouldn't be a ramp, but is. That's really the SRB2 experience. I wonder if I can snipe this. Nah, too far. Probably should have just really... What the fuck? Probably should have really aggressively drifted in and then tried to, like, land it on the ramp instead of going for the straight path. I wonder if that'll block the pad sufficiently. I didn't hear anyone get hit, so... Seems likely to me. Oh. So somebody triggered this. I don't know what triggers this. It's some fucking spot somewhere on the track or something. Very, very, very cute. Just a little bit terrifying. I'm sitting here watching the skybox and drove into a shortcut area with no sneakers. Oh, you bastard. Why did you do this? Why have you done this to me? Good signpost. The signpost is good. So now I gotta decide what my fucking favorite Mito color is, and damn it, that's difficult. There's so many good options. Lemonade looks mad good on so many characters. It's one of my favorite palettes. Somebody ought to save that replay and see where the fucking switch is then. I don't know how I feel about that. A fucking switch existing in the track that basically makes you lose when you trigger it, but also happens to be kind of funny. It's like, do I want to allow people to have an incentive to just fuck off and refuse to play because they think they can just meme with the course? I mean, it's a cute Easter egg, sure, but I gotta overanalyze the fuck out of everything and insist that fucking kart racing games display competitive integrity fitting of my massive fucking humongous brain. Ooh, that was the most unfortunate rebound. Jesus. I lost everything from that. I don't know if I'm too far behind, but it's pretty rough for something that wasn't really my fault. Oh, that is a shortcut ramp. I could have totally taken that. Bonk. This little store here is cute, though. You know, I kind of wonder if I should set up a fucking, like, instead of doing the face cam, I should hand cam for kart. I did get that fucking, cam... Ooh, that's a weird angle, actually. But yeah, I did get that camera mount. I wonder if people would be interested in seeing, like, the physical inputs on my fucking cornering every now and again. Because I'm using the fucking tall stick shenanigans, where I'll make a lot of small adjustments. But apparently not now, because I'm fucking learning to drive a stat block that I don't drive often, and just getting pummeled by my own hubris. This input display could be cool. Yeah, I do have an input display somewhere around here. I've used it once before for kart. Whoa! Come on. I don't like that. Come on. Y'all saw that too, right? Alright, is it here? I think I could slide this over a bit and it would be fine. Aha, here we go. This is where it's supposed to be on the scene. Input display over hand cam, depending on game. In this case, I think input display would be cooler. Yeah, see, I go back and forth on it. I feel like I fucking super frequently swap around. But yeah, this is something that Frey actually did up a while back and actually packaged into a browser source thing for me to use on stream. So shoutouts to fucking most supportive boyfriend on the fucking planet.
Easy. Easy.
I think it's kind of a neat style. Even if it's got a little bit too many inputs for the fucking kart game. I'm always worried using shit like this as a permanent fixture. My fucking stream layout philosophy has gone in circles since I first decided to, like, redo all of my scenes and shit. Before I was like, no, I'll do a paneled layout so I have space for a whole bunch of shit on the sides and so I don't have to fucking redo everything for every game. And then, since then, I've put a lot of effort into making sure that it is easy for me to redo everything for every game, putting up fucking modules and widgets and shit. Goodbye! To make sure that I can move shit around with very little friction while still going border-to-border game. And it says, by the way, AJ, remember that €150 ES4 base control you posted a few days ago? Well, since you posted, I see that thing fucking everywhere. Fucking global advertising algorithm conspiracy. Real though, I've been like kind of thinking about, like, if my elite dies, I kind of, and I know I shouldn't, but I want to go for like the fucking, the Razor Wildcat, their fucking competitor to like the paddle pads. I don't know if I want to go Scuff. like, ever. The brand seems to have so much fucking... Like, even worse than Razer, it's like the elite gamer cred for elite gamers who play elite games. Like Halo 5 Guardians for Xbox One. It's like, I don't know if I trust any company that builds their reputation on that shit willingly to actually, like, give me something that won't light on fire in my hands. Honestly, though, when is the Steam Controller 2? Probably basically never, because Valve is too busy trying to get into the fucking VR headset game with something ridiculously fucking overpriced and directly competing in a market that's fucking active with Facebook in it. Like, how the fuck do you compete with Facebook on anything? What a good signpost. So yeah, it's just like, I don't know how I'm gonna go back to anything without paddles in the back, is the shit. Like, unless I completely stop playing Rocket League entirely, I'm always gonna feel like I need that shit. And even for like something as mundane as FF14 fishing, having access to the paddles is cozy. You know, I wonder... Oh! Well, there's this. It's a new boss title I snuck in there during the updates. So I want to do something with fucking boss mode at a later date. I don't know if this will make it into the released version of Friend Mod. I might sit on this for 100,000 years, I might not. But, I like the idea of switching up boss mode so that it's now about, like, the boss has to really win, like, to beat everyone to win, but in exchange they get some kind of fucking buff situation. Because people have complained primarily, like, any complaints about Friend Mod are almost exclusively about boss mode. Which is, I mean, of course it's going to be, because I literally, like, made this an official thing after about 15 minutes of work, and, like, a couple people asked for it as a joke. So, hey. But, oh, what the fuck? Come on. But yeah, it's proven difficult to balance, because depending on, like, the start the boss gets and how proficient they are at generally driving, it seems like boss experiences are way more volatile than normal player experiences. Like, either somebody will front run for a long time, or they'll struggle to be involved in the game at all. And I want there to be a little bit more constant interplay with the boss, which means I have to, like, do some type of balancing for situations in which they get out of control runaway and stuff like that. But if I'm going to do that, then I have to address the situation where, like, because the boss wins when they're anywhere in, like, the top 50%, if I do something like, oh, well, when the boss is in first, just pull a forced SPB or something, then it becomes optimal for the boss to sit in second place, because second place is still a winning position, and it's a winning position that avoids that punishment. And that should never be something that you fucking encourage. Fatal incoming?
Fatal KO.
Yeah, see, this is what happens. Like, sometimes bosses just fucking drown. And, like, it's okay for that to happen sometimes. I think everybody likes fucking definitive conclusions. But I'd like to see something that allows, like, weaker players to take advantage of being the boss and, like, have some fun, while also keeping stronger players in check, which means I have to do shock and awe, game design. I have to actually, like, balance and test things and come up with ideas to keep fucking players feeling engaged. And this would be easy in, like, battle mode. Battle mode structure's so different that you can just fucking slap buffs onto the boss and see what sticks, because, like... a boss being behind in battle, you're still interacting with the boss, because you can just drive to their location and fight them. But if a boss is struggling in race, or if a boss is pulled wildly ahead in race... ah, crap. Can I get out? Can I make it? I wonder if I can rebound. Can I change the direction like this? So it seems to change my facing and, like, the rate at which I'm moving, but I don't know if it's actually moving me anywhere. Yeah, I think I might be stuck on this line. Can't use the item. Well, this is pretty bad. I don't know if I like this, Chief. It almost seems like you can kind of surf in this situation. Yeah, I think I'm super stuck. And of course you have to steal my fucking sneakers. My sneakers that I can't use, you've repossessed them. So what does increase flip speed then? Because I know I can make it increase. I have some degree of control over it. I do like the idea of a boss in permanent grow, but it's sort of tricky to, like... because the thing that makes this tricky is that bosses with no buffs already have the ability to fucking front run and lock out the competition if they're strong and if they have a strong start. And that's something I want to avoid, because sitting in a pack of allies trying not to kill each other with no hope of catching up to the boss isn't really fun. So I'm definitely dead, by the way. I'm super dead. Alright, this guy again. Not fucking with that. Bang. So yeah, I'm thinking that, like, boss and permagrow, so like that kind of, or at least like that sort of semi-immunity to items where like nothing spins you out or explodes you, but instead just kind of knocks you around. But then like when the boss is leading, give everyone on Team World like karma items or something? I'm not sure. What are the initial ideas I had for like a boss power is that it would just fucking give you karma items at random. Like, you'd just be driving along a fucking empty section with nothing fucking going on, and you'd just pull, like, quad jaws out of nowhere. Oh yeah, if anybody fucking happened to catch a clip of that or something. I don't know if it functions as a complete bug report, but just a little bit of corroboration that the same thing has been happening to me. It's apparently been happening to other people in this course lately. Oh, God. I'm just getting fucking memed by the game today. Now it says, I prefer the idea of buff the boss when he's behind than buff the world when boss is ahead. Maybe to an extent. But I don't want the boss power fantasy to feel like just a catch-up mechanic. Like, I don't want it to feel like pity, you know? So if I were to do that, I'd have to do something subtle. It'd have to be, like, slightly nuanced item rigging or something like that. And yeah, if I were to do a boss with grow attributes, it would be mostly the, I'd see if I could normalize the speed, because I just want the squishability and the, partial immunity to items. I don't think anyone should have to deal with permagrow on, like, Nightclub. That shit's insane. But, like, the ability to perma-squish, like, not having to fucking, like, players feeling like they have to fend off the boss rather than fucking bullying them into submission. Can I take this that wide? Nope. Oh, dear. I am going to lose horribly. It's going to be very bad. Whee! Goodbye. I wonder if that hit confirm's a little bit too loud. I think it's appropriately loud. I think it should be fucking punchy. It really does cut through the mix, though. Jesus. Didn't get memed by rocks. I might not outright die, which is cool. Didn't die. And hey, Twill got the fucking Mido signpost out for the world to see, so that's a victory in my book. Alright. I'll be right back again. Haha. Malcolm, your emotes are heroic, and I hope you never stop doing what you're doing. Oh, I'm totally in the fucking race and ruining it for everybody. Alright, time to spectate. There's no fucking water in here. I do this every time.
Sorry.
I seriously need to get myself like a 10-gallon jug and just slam that shit on my desk. And then every once in a while I'll just spill the entire thing all over myself and probably fry my computer. Yeah, maybe sticking with the small bottle's better. A gigantic beer stein of water. That actually seems like a good strategy. I'm about it. See, like, I got this, and it's like, this is alright. It holds like a human level of water. But I drink way too much fucking water while I stream because otherwise I'd tear up my throat, because what is vocal training? What is being a person? So I'll go through like 2, 3, 4 of those a stream. And it says, I can bring you a 30-liter barrel. But why? That's fucked up. Hey, can I get tree skip? Ah, you fucker. I'm just gonna throw the egg box and try not to be too sad about it. Well, I guess it's a pretty decent map, but the ability to fucking execute tree skips somewhat reliably takes it from good to like one of my favorites. Yeah, see, there's my shit. Now, can I, like, extend from here? Can I get rainbow? And then, yeah. We know what the fuck is up. Tree skip. Sick. Position should hopefully update sometime this generation. God bless the waypoint system. How are you fucking front-running with a star, excuse me? Rackets. It's okay. Ooh, that actually connected. Sick. I didn't even look. I have a fucking look back button bound to a paddle and I never hit it. My goddamn brainlet. Malcolm says, man, I know nothing about this game, but that is a charming little sprite on this girl. Dude, I fucking love it. This was, this character is part of a commission that I pulled for with a couple of my longtime viewers. From the indie darling Zero Ranger, which you should play because it's good. Even if you think you don't like shoot 'em ups, do it. Or says, you bounce off the trees, what the fuck? Yeah, it's great. When you're in spring state, you just don't give a shit about trees. It's fucking hilarious. And that's how I fucking place like a god every single time, because I just do tree skip and it always works. Malcolm says, if I buy a Zero Ranger and stream it, will I make up the price of the game in sub money? I can't answer that for you. But there is a free demo, which seems to be a fucking lost art. It's actually like a good demo too. Like, too many times I'll see indies push out a demo and it's like, alright, here's the first level. That's what it is. But like, the Zero Ranger demo is actually like an arranged vertical slice. Which I guess, like, because it's a fucking vertically scrolling shoot 'em up, you kind of have a lot of flexibility to do that. It's easier to stitch together different sections of the game because none of them really require as much context to be built up to. which is an advantage that I've never really seen explored before. Blech. English words. Alright. Time for another exciting boss mode blowout experience. I should probably disable this in the public server for now, since I want to do stuff with it later. But, fuck. I'm just gonna throw that and probably nail somebody with it. This course is so goddamn open world. Oh yeah, this is apropos of fucking nothing. But I finally figured out how to actually, like, for real do, like, strict half circles on hitbox. Like, in games that don't allow you to shortcut. I can finally actually do it now. Let me tell you the fucking secret. You fucking don't actually input a half circle. You use SOCD for it. So like if you want a fucking half circle, you start holding back, then start holding down, then start holding forward, then release back, then release down, and then hit your button. And the reason that works is because while you're holding both back and forward, they cancel to neutral, which means you just get the down input. And that's like the struggle if you want to input the motion quote-unquote legit on a hitbox, is that it's pretty easy to skip the down input and just go like back, fucking down, forward, forward. And a lot of old games or games with like weird command parsers do require that explicit down as part of the motion. Which is very hard to skip on stick, but very easy to skip on hitbox. And it says, genuine idea for balancing boss mode when the boss is frontlining like a motherfucker. Oh, Jesus, fuck this spawn. Disable offensive items to the world or alternatively give them all boost items. Everyone gets a star! When the boss is leading, everyone just gets stars every item. Oh no. Unlucky. At 1 point win. I love that. The fucking sound cut off for no reason, and also the broken signpost down there. What the fuck is going on? So yeah, it's fucking weird. Like, the half circle actually makes no sense. But you input that shit like fucking hold down, hold back, hold down, hold forward, release back, release fucking down, and then hit your button or whatever. Because this position, holding all three of these buttons, is actually just the same as this. So you just kind of roll your hand, and it just works. And it makes no fucking sense intuitively, but it works every time. Regular says, that's extremely cursed. Thank you for this knowledge. I don't know if fucking... Most PC fighting games will give you... Oh, wow, it actually was fucking changed boss mode. That's the first time I've seen that. And also, it's also the first time I've seen the fucking Mike Ross boss title. But yeah, I think the majority of fighting games on PC will handle same direction inputs the same way as the hitbox does, which is to just null the input, or in the case of up, allow it to pass through. There was some fucking controversy recently about Daigo using a modified hitbox where instead of left plus right equals neutral and down plus up equals up, which is the behavior of most games and software anyway, it instead uses last input priority. It's like you can hold down and tap forward, and instead, you can hold back and tap forward, and instead of it zeroing out for a second, it will give you the forward input for as long as you're holding forward, and then switch back to back. which as logic has some benefits that the other method doesn't, in particular for like charge characters. And so there was some shenanigans about it fucking being banned from events, and like the definition of like what a hitbox is and should they be legal at all. And everybody kind of conveniently ignores the fact that you can natively input fucking uncleaned opposite cardinal directions on a pad, just using the D-pad and the stick, like this, fucking just D-pad plus stick. And in Street Fighter, that gives you a forward walk, because Capcom was special and decided that they wanted to fucking handle that input behavior differently than everyone else. At least they handled it, though. Launch KOF 14, fucking ST Remix, Vanilla Marvel 3. I've held these jaws for so long, Jesus. I have to get rid of these. All those games, right? Oh my god. All of them might actually fatal us. That is super unfortunate. Ow. That's fucked up. But yeah, all those games that I listed have no protection for it whatsoever, so like, you can walk forward Sonic Boom, you can block cross-ups both directions automatically, shit like that. And so you get people kind of like satirically suggesting that you ban pad because pad can do all of the things that the Gafra box can do technically, with the obvious intent being like, well, you can't ban pad because it's the default controller, so clearly it makes no sense to ban the Gafra box because it does things the default controller can do. I disagree. I think you should ban pad unironically because it's a pain in the ass to fucking deal with syncing it up at events. This is not a real take. This is like a 30% real take. Malcolm says, okay, but the bigger controversy in Sonic Boom are those blue arms, am I right? See, this is why I need a fucking rim shot button in front of me so I can just hit it instead of responding to these. Turner says, I heard about the Gaffer Box ban and stuff, but I have no idea what the Gaffer Box ban is actually. So what the Gaffer Box does differently than a normal hitbox, apart from being built out of a suitcase and looking like a fucking IED, is the way it handles opposite cardinal directions. Like, most hitboxes, like 99% of the shit on the market, stuff that's made by Hitbox Arcade, etc., if you input left and right at the same time, which is something you can physically do on a hitbox that is not possible on like an arcade stick, if you input left and right at the same time, there is a fucking specialized chip inside the box that guarantees that left and right will give you neutral instead, so you can't hold both directions at once and do things like block in both directions in games that are badly programmed and don't handle the situation. Left and right is neutral, down and up is up, because it's important to be able to jump out of any situation. And everybody's pretty much agreed on these rules more or less fucking working as rules. The Gafra box uses last input priority. So if you hold back and tap forward, instead of it going to neutral, it will give you the forward input. Holy shit. Which obviously has some interesting applications for things like executing charge motions without going to neutral, and doing so extremely quickly, returning to the charge very quickly, and a number of other neat things you can do. And there was concerns about this being mad broken. Oh my god. Fuck that. And so, it's funny because, like, I feel like we're seeing a general shift in attitude towards, like, hitbox bans only being relevant in, like, fucking scrub quotes threads and shit like that, because people overwhelmingly, like, weren't winning and weren't competing using hitbox, to the idea that hitbox might actually just be a fucking objectively optimal way to play certain games. And, like, for that reason, it might be worth looking at, like, what it's capable of doing objectively and, like, incorporating some knowledge of that into rule sets. Which is not something I disagree with entirely. I think it's ridiculous to ban any input method that requires manual fucking inputs, but I think acknowledging that Hitbox lets you do shit that other control methods might not, and other control methods might let you do shit that Hitbox doesn't, is fucking important. Did it hang right after I left, tried to rejoin? Yeah, there was a bit of a fuck up. Are we locked out, or? I hate that we have to deal with that bug. Yeah, I feel like I keep coming back to, like, Royal. Peach is a fucking good color. What's weird is that, like, when it comes to input method shenanigans, no game is more fucked up than Melee when it comes to, like, legislating that. Because there are arguments to be made for Melee in particular that, like, controllers that are not the GameCube controller, because Melee is so fucking poorly programmed, allow you to do some ridiculous things. And because of, like, the nature of fucking analog to digital conversion, like, a purely digital controller having to do some manner of analog conversion for you to have access to fucking actions that require the analog stick. Because, you know, obviously. So, like, how much analog control is an unfair level of analog control? If you can hold a button and immediately hit a fucking 1 out of 65,535 window that allows you to instantly desync the ice climbers or something, is that worth considering? Like, do we have to fucking now legislate what is and isn't fair hardware and what specifications alternative controllers have to be built to be legal in Smash? And this kind of stuff is present, at least in some way, in every Smash game where the people are concerned about, well, if this shit is allowed, then it won't be optimal to compete with a standard pad anymore, so anyone who wants to compete will clearly be forced into this. Except for 64. Because 64 has been letting people play with whatever they can fucking plug into the machine for the longest time, and that game is still working just fine, so... It's like, yeah, dude, plug in a keyboard. If you can fucking bring in an adapter that doesn't slow down the event when you try to get it working, by all means, fucking use your DDR dance mat. Alright, I'm fucking out of here. I missed the panel, though. Unlucky. Not a terrible finish. In a field like this, I'm kind of okay with, like, just top general area. I wonder if anybody got the replay of that fucking banana snipe I hit way at the start. Ebrog says 6 AM approaching, think I'm calling it quits. Yeah, I'm probably going to go after a couple more games as well. You can tell that I probably shouldn't be streaming because every other word comes out mispronounced. Thank you for commissioning these characters. Thank you for fucking making Zero Ranger. It's good. And thank you for taking time out of your life to fucking help me pin this shit down, because the sound design wouldn't have been as good as it was without your input. It's cool to have the dev involved and stuff like that. Ah, for fuck's sake! Ah. Love to start the race in position dead. At least the blue wall bonk there isn't like the worst thing in the world. Now that was pretty bad. Come on. I just slip tied through this. Even with triple sneakers, I'm not sure like how I want to take that line. What is the deal with people joining and immediately timing out? I just don't understand how it happens. What the fuck is going on with this game internally? That can be a state that occurs. I'm gonna be careful about where I deploy these because there are teammates nearby. They are everywhere. I'm like, they should be giving me for fuck's sake. See, this is what I mean. It's like, they should be giving me space, absolutely, but I also have to try to fucking let them give me space. In any case, it doesn't look like I fucked the field too badly. I think that was a net gain. And now I get to fucking hold SPB for our frontrunner, or I don't. That was really fast. I like cursed that immediately. I don't think that, yeah, that didn't hit anybody. I'm gonna mash this to see if I can get something. So I would have loved to fire like an Orby or something down. Well, there was basically nowhere to go for that guy. Is that Psionic? Yeah. Oh, hey. Ah, you also had sneakers. Unfair. I think you just made me skip the map. What? What do you mean? Was like, did that air hit like launch you to another section of the track? Weird shit. It launched me to the starting line. Wait, you mean you get a lap count for that? What the fuck? Why do you get a lap count for that? You skipped like 20 checkpoints. What the fuck? Oh, hey, Resort Island. I haven't actually played this yet. That's fucked up. So let's see how well this works as a port. I'm like, where are the arrows? I'm too stupid for this shit. See? What I fucking tell ya. What did I fucking tell ya? Wow. It actually just lets you sit here and die. Can I recover? That's crazy, actually. Well, at least I can get out of here maybe now? Where the fuck am I? Oh my lord. Okay. The signs are at least somewhat helpful. Somehow I'm not in last either. What? What do you mean there's a camera change? Why? Who did this? No, like, actually, who did this? Alright. So I'm still in, like, fucking last, which is different than normal last because we're sadder about it. If people have already finished the race, I'm, like, the only person I'm in front of is somebody who's still on lap 2, which is impressive. Oh. This is fucked up, but I appreciate it. Like, this map is ridiculous. But I kind of appreciate the ambition. I like the fence there. Hey, it didn't die. We made it. So Wes sends me a DM. I mentioned your lack of eyelid muscles to Malcolm. I feel like he could probably 3D print some plastic things that are shaped to his face and his eye sockets and keep his eyes closed at night. So he thought of doing that. Huh. I'd almost be worried about that, like if you're fucking, like if I roll over and I put fucking pressure on my face, then suddenly I'm like screwing with the muscle grafts up here. I don't know. It's like the concern is not really like covering my eyes or keeping them closed per se. It's like doing that in a way that doesn't also like ruin my life if I roll over. If I roll over in the middle of the night. Believe me, it's something I've thought of a couple different ways to attack it, but they all kind of end up with like, and if I roll over, I'm very sad. Oh, for fuck's sake. Keek says, as a Sonic R veteran, I'm mad about you taking the worst path on the last turn every single time. As a Sonic R veteran, I'm also mad about being a Sonic R veteran. Yeah. Malcolm says, it depends on how much pressure you can put on your face without it being a problem, I guess. See, that's the thing. I don't know exactly. I know that, like, the earlier surgeries that I had for this shit were, like, kind of temporary, and I was always advised, like, don't fuck with your forehead. You'll ruin your life forever. But, like, this shit is pretty permanent. I've had this surgery, like, a long time ago. It's been, like, in place for fucking 8-9 years at this point. It was done with a specialist. No fucking Gore-Tex, no synthetic stuff. It was, like, actual fucking muscle grafts. So that my immune system doesn't actually actively eat it. Like, this shit, I should be able to run with this for the rest of my life. Hopefully. Nothing will ever replace the eyelashes that I lost in the second surgery, which was done by a fucking moron. And we honestly might have been able to fucking sue for malpractice. But hey. This says, even though Sonic R was kind of whack, it was unironically good. I have never actually played Sonic R. Maybe I should give it a shot at some point. I don't really know much about it outside of like the Game Hut videos explaining some of the fucking technical shenanigans, lol quads, and the obligatory Sunshine memes. I'm sure there's like plenty of quality of life wrappers for the original PC version now. We might? Wow. Strong team finish. Let's go. That fucking glut. Malcolm Rose says, probably your safest move would be surgical tape, I guess. Yeah, most likely. It's like the forehead goes down. Like the eyelids themselves don't really articulate at all. They're kind of fucking folded. It's weird. Alright, so I think this is my last... Went for longer than expected, just showcasing some fucking characters that I'm happy got finished. So on the agenda for tomorrow, hopefully gonna fucking start on a release trailer. Maybe I should fucking finally finish the second part of the KAC write-up sometime, because I have to have the write-up finished before I start the next fucking marathon, which is coming up. Fucking... might go through Bang Dreams, horrible, terrible, no good, very bad onboarding. I don't don't like that. Trey says, I'm glad my controller overlay is seeing some use. I'm like, hey guys, hand camera input display. They're like, input display. And I'm like, great, because the input display takes no work to set up and the hand cam requires me to fucking get out of mount. I'm wondering if that slingshot is even the best way of handling things. Bully the lightweight. That didn't hit? I'm fucking shocked. It hit somebody, though. It says, HUD updating the server for the latest patch go. Things are working alright. I've had some netcode scares. New bugs have cropped up that will likely need slightly more nuanced workarounds, but overall, the game is in a super good place with the release of 1.1. The fucking support for, like, seekable replays and all that means so much for the ability to, like, not only analyze your matches, but, like, makes my life a lot easier as somebody who wants to record this game a lot. Is somebody about to trigger the spectate blocker script and then leave? Can't wait! That shortcut being right before the lap count is kind of disgusting. I thought I could get away with it. That's my fault. Alright, let's see how much I can make up for this. Ah! Wait, that's my ping. Oh no. That's very bad. And if I hold on to this... Ah! Oh, and of course, now it doesn't even matter. Because I fucking get Hedora'd with the item that I need to take the cut that determines whether I fucking place 4th or 12th. At least somebody else fucked up the sequence. I get to enjoy a small amount of fucking... Oh, yeah, no contested both. Sick. Alright, that works. Alright, I'm out for now. Need to rest the voice, rest the hands, face plant into something soft, and fucking think about robot girls. I'll catch you guys later. Thanks for coming out.